Dear colleagues, let me start my topic with announce how what topics we will discuss right now. Not only the China support about Ukraine totally and sanctions. So the biggest problem for the Russian diplomacy will be the preparing the China's proposals about the conversation with Ukraine with Russia about the peaceful. We must tell that the next the future the continuing future so-called special operation in Donbass. Meanwhile, China have not named. This is Kremlin's name a special operation in Donbass. Right now, 1 year ago, yesterday, this is action have another name, if you know. About the Ukraine story, but China have a position about the invasion of Russia in the Ukraine. And here we must do the adjustment of the Ukraine efforts with the, Volodymyr Zelensky, who claimed China with the help to the Ukraine against the Russian invasion. And so the next, the future continue the Russia and Ukraine conflict, not profit for the Chinese, for the Chinese hand. China, the one reason, China became the object of the efforts of diplomatical efforts from the not only European Union, United States of America, but the neighborhood in the Asian Pacific region. So here maybe Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and so and right now, after the balance story, U.S. intelligence have biggest efforts for the establish how the China have a possibility to the help Russia in its invasion in the Ukraine. And as said, Joe Biden, when he is arriving, going to the weekend to the Camp David, I think, the right now, U.S. intelligence and diplomacy haven't obviously evidences for the China's help to the Russia. And so this situation when the Chinese became the newsmaker, the mm, in the conflict in Russia against the Ukraine. As said Joe Biden, and the last of the topic, this is a peaceful plan of Beijing's peaceful plan, very profit to the Russia. And before this was to the television company ABC. US President have a note about the main story in this question depended for the Ukraine side. Let's go to the second part. Before second part of my topic, I must to tell how the ecological problems in the West and other countries have benefits in the policy for all countries. In particular, French President Emmanuel Macron, during the visit the agriculture exhibition, told about how the need to save and keep the rainwater. Certainly, the change climate, especially in French, Italy, Swiss, and Spain, Portugal, have also the Great Britain have a very expressive and totally the safe water. This is a very actual. In particular, and additional, I came to add. I saw one of the West country how the garden in the roof of the building. This is create a microclimate in the internal of the rooms. Also, the safe rainwater. The second part of my topic will be the sanctions. Sure, this is biggest sanctions have a connection with the 1 year anniversary, and certainly the biggest mistake, the Putin's mistake, is the level error. When he announced the plan attack Ukraine more than 1 year ago, he told about the sanctions as a stimul action from the West to the high up Russian economy, and he self-named про себя. So I think the manager decisions for the officials. Let's sound the some of the Europeans sanctions over Russia against Russian. So 10 vice minister of the ministers of the economical development. The film of the Maxim Machine. So 10 vice minister of the what do you call it? Another minister. Jesus. and others. And the close to supplies to the West, the not only oil productives, natural gas, also the additional productives, for example, asphalt, bitumes, synthetic latex, and so for example, Poland have a biggest industry for the productive the synthetic latex, and so the Russian supplies. This is a good, very profit for the Poland chemical industry. Jesus, and totally, and the Russian media very modest sound about the sanctions from the UK, and small notice about sanctions, Canada's sanctions. It's very interesting that the Russian media told much lot words, lots of information about sanctions from European Union. Reminder the 10 vice ministers of the team of the Denis Manturov. Denis Manturov himself have sanctions, and the 10 ministers of 2 ministers shows how the Russian manager, style manager with the biggest have a biggest and the play game, the film of the Denis Manturov with the Iranian cars industry. This is the maneuvers and due to the sanctions which the European Commission have not approval during the 8 or 10 days before it. And certainly, the European sanctions have another feature. Sanctions get former activities. So the speech about the Dmitry Bulanin, who a former director of the Federal Custom Service of the Russian Federation. Dmitry Bulanin was reject Mikhail Mishustin over his position half a month ago, and European Commission established sanctions against him due to the maybe the reserve step of the Russian manager company, manager group. So, but this is an alert for the valid Russian beach officials, in particular, including the Putin's administration, about the next future. The the refuse of the position, and to don't insurance for the sanction in the future. This is seriously. Jesus. And another sanctions topic. The new sense from the new so-called oblastis Zaporozhsk, Khersonskaya, Donetskaya, Luganskaya. Memberships also use Russian sense. Get the sanctions. Also, the prosecutors of the new oblastis, Donetskaya, Luganskaya, Zaporizhia, Khersonskaya, have sanctions, including the Alexei Vasilyev, Alexander Osipchuk, and another man. They all have a sanction. So this is a total. In conclusion, all officials from the new so-called Russian oblastis, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, Lugansk, Donetsk, have sanctions in a priori, not priori, a priori, from European Union. So the and the last, if United States U.S. treasuries get sanctions against the 11 Russian banks, for example, Moscow Credit Bank, Bank Zenit, and others, Uralsib, the European countries, as they promise, it's very another features of the sanctions. Entered sanctions against the Alpha Bank, Tinkoff Bank, Rosbank. This is Rosbank is very interesting situation, almost anecdote. Rosbank, this is a former bank of the French Société Générale, one of the interest bank structure in Russia was, and I personal contact with the with this bank Société Générale have in my mind when I visited the office. And so the after the Société Générale decided to leave Russia, Russian banks market, Russian manager company asked the structure of the Vladimir Potanin to buy this as a bank structure. And Vladimir Potanin book for it. And right now, as you guess, my dear spectators, European Commission entered sanctions against the structure already the Vladimir Potanin. And so there's a and all sentences are Russian media about the sanctions of the 10th package sanctions is not very deep. This is almost propaganda. So thank you. Bye. I think enough for today.